Well, hello, it's John Neal here. It is Wednesday, the 5th of February 2025, and I'm going on a very similar trip as exactly a week ago when I went to Monk's Kirby. But this time I'm going from Shilton to Withybrook. The reason being, I was a lovely comment about the last video I did when I went to Monk's Kirby, and somebody said it's Alag Q7T. I don't know how I read these names out, it's not a name, is it? Anyway, he said, great job, nice to see the inside of the church, and so on. The lane from Shilton to Withybrook is also very quiet for cycling. Yeah, it looks like it. I can't distinctly remember going along it, so I'm going to go over there and have a look at it. This is my quest for today. Yes, I came off, but there again, I had about 3 layers of woolly stuff on, so I was okay, thank you very much. Thanks for your concern. Such is my sacrifice for your pleasure. The last section of this cycleway on Paul's Land is quite tricky and underdeveloped, as you can see, but eventually I reach Bulkington Lane. Now this week I found the sign on the edge of Bulkington, so I know where I am now.
Then further along the road it's turned right towards the little village of Shilton.
Here I am, this is Shilton. I've got the sun all in the wrong place today. Well, this road from Bulkington to Shilton wasn't as quiet as the other one, which went off north of here straight over towards Withybrook. But as soon as I cross here, I'll come across the road that goes to Withybrook, which is called, from Shilton, it's called Withybrook Lane. And then when you approach Withybrook, it's called the Shilton Road. Why lane and why road, don't know. But more often as not, the roads are just named as to where they're going to. So from Shilton, it's going to Withybrook, so it's called Withybrook Lane. Anyway, let's go over there and have a look.
And as here, the Shilton Lane is now called the Bulkington Road. But as it enters Shilton, we come across these traffic lights and we are joining with the Leicester Road, which is the B4065. Now, this used to be the main road from Coventry to Leicester. And I've been up and down it a few times way back in the past when there wasn't the M69. Noisy as it is, absolutely much better route of getting to Leicester. So here we are, Withybrook Lane, the focus of my quest. 2 miles of country lane. Well, this looks a lot better. Absolutely no traffic, undulating countryside, and, well, it's a little bit muddy here and there on the verges, but that doesn't matter.
Well, it looks quite rural here, but it's a major junction of all sorts of transport. I can even hear a helicopter somewhere. I've just passed under the M69, which goes off towards Leicester, and that branches off from the the start of the M1, or is it the M6 there? Probably the M6. It changes from one to the other. And then 3 trains have just gone by on the main Western line. So it's a busy little corner, this. And over in the distance there, you can also see Coventry over there. So yeah, it's a bit busy. So I think the further along this road I go, the quieter it's going to get as I get closer to Withybrook. But this is an interesting trip, really. Yeah, it's not as quiet as the one last time when I went to Monk's Kirby. Still, let's press on. Hey, it's wet though, look at this. And over here as well, near my bike.
This gentleman and I presume his wife were litter picking along the road, after my own heart really, but they told me of Hopsford, a medieval village which no longer exists, and it's marked here on the map as you can see. Not quite sure where it is, but once the drone is up you can see that the landscape is not just flat fields, there are various indentations, and maybe one of these is where this village was. Having covered the 2 miles from Shilton to Withybrook, we joined the main road going through Withybrook, and it's called Withybrook because look, there is a brook on the side of the road here which goes right through to the village, and withies of course are willow trees, so there must be some of them somewhere. And then making my way past the Pheasant, the country pub. It says country pub on the side. Well, I know it's a pub, it's in the country, so yep, it all makes sense. And then there is this little pathway that goes up to the quite delightful church at the end of this lane. It is quite usual for churches to be locked, and this one certainly is.
Well, here we are at All Saints Church, Withybrook, and they've very kindly provided a seat, and it's nice and quiet. And my tea is still warm. Yeah, All Saints Church, Withybrook. This is yeah, very nice. Of course, this is on the previous week. I went up the road over to Monk's Kirby. So for me today, the quest was to go on that little road from Shilton over here, which was very nice. You know, I can still hear that motorway traffic, and we must be about 3 miles away from the motorway. It does impinge rather, which is a pity. But otherwise, yeah, nice day and nice to be here. Unfortunately, the church is locked, so we can't go in. But I'll have a look around and see what we can see. Very nice. Oh, let me take these gloves off. It's warm too. It's not spring yet. We're in February, it's true. But, and it's fairly warm today. Particularly sitting here in the sunshine, it's lovely. But yeah, 1 or 2 flowers out as well, snowdrops. Oh, by the way, if you're thinking I'm looking a bit stout, well, look, listen. I've got a fleece on. I've got my Irish jumper on underneath. Another layer underneath that. Of course, I'm looking stout. I've got lots of clothes on. Get away with you.
So the best I can do is to have a walk around the church in the graveyard and get the drone in the air. And don't you just love the colour of those tiles on that little roof on the top of the tower? You can't see it from down here. And so I enter the village of Wolvie, a nice quaint little village really, and it's on the main road to Leicester. Oh look, a thatched cottage. And if you turn down this road, which is the way to Borkington, we'll go past Wolvie Primary School, my first teaching position way back in 1974.
This will be a good enough place to sign off as any other. This is the edge of the Bramcut Barracks, and this is obviously a relic, I would say, of the Second World War. It's a bunker of some sort of brick-built bunker, because this used to be, back in the day, an RAF base, and it's been an armed forces base ever since the Second World War. And now it's home to, I think it's the Gurkhas and Fusiliers or whatever. I'll go past the entrance, it'll have a sign there to get it accurate. Anyway, thanks for watching. It's been an interesting morning, and I'm on my way back home. So yeah, thanks a lot, and you'll see me next time. Okay, bye bye.